This is John Schroyer for the Colorado Springs Gazette. Former Colorado Springs City Council aide George Culpepper finally got his day in court, so to speak, when he was allowed to address council members in a public hearing Wednesday evening. Though interim city attorney Winetta Massey advised the council not to proceed with a public hearing, the council ignored her urging and let Culpepper read a prepared statement.
My purpose for asking for this hearing is to ensure that you know and that the public hears of the circumstances of my termination and of the highly unethical treatment I received at the hands of the mayor following my termination. I reached out to Alaska Airlines to inquire about the ramifications of a policy along marijuana. President King, council members, I was carrying out an assignment, just like any other issue that was assigned to me that you asked me to do. However, the mayor twisted or misconstrued my actions and integrity in contacting the airline. The fact is that the real issue here was not what I said or did, but that I did it on your behalf. What is even more disturbing and not only unfair, but clearly dishonest and unethical has been the mayor's conduct since my termination. Mike Sullivan, the city's HR director, came to me and made an offer for a limited amount of severance and health benefits for me and my family. When extended, it was very specific. $12,100 and 3 months health and dental in exchange for my agreeing to a confidentiality, non-disparaging agreement. Mayor Bach authorized and diverted Mike Sullivan to extend an offer to me, I believe, to induce me not to talk while this issue had media attention, and then for whatever reason, he pulled it off the table and then said it never happened. U.S. Council and the people of Colorado Springs should know how the mayor has conducted himself in this matter, that he is willing to treat employees as political pawns, and he is willing to spend the public's money to hide behind international law firms when he finds himself trapped by his own actions. I've lost my livelihood. My wife and 2 children, along with me, have been subjected to the whim and uncertainty by an arbitrary elected official. Whether or not I am able to pursue this further, my hope is that the people of Colorado Springs, when they next have the opportunity, will choose honest leadership for the good of both its employees and the community as a whole.
Culpepper also read a statement written by his wife, Nicole, who harshly criticized Mayor Steve Bach's firing of her husband and promised to do everything she could to make sure he loses his run for re-election next year. Council President Keith King and Councilman Joel Miller were the only 2 members who responded to Culpepper's comments, and they were both sympathetic to their ex-assistant.
The purpose of this today for me was to bring closure to a very unfortunate situation. I believe the issue points to a problem in the council-mayor form of government that needs to be addressed.
As far as I'm concerned, this is a symptom of a much larger problem. Since taking office in April, I've witnessed the executive branch attempt to suppress and control information to the council and the public on numerous occasions. The mayor has essentially paid off former employees to keep them quiet with hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars, abused the use of closed executive session meetings, vowed to ignore a duly passed budget ordinance that would make the flow of taxpayer money more transparent to the public, signed off on $500 million suite of government projects with no authentic citizen input, and kept the results of a survey away from the taxpayers who paid for it.
We are here today to fully understand how we as a legislative body can best serve the personnel that we have hired for us to work with, and it's also here so we can better understand how to serve the community that we are asked to serve.
Did the mayor have the authority to fire a member of council staff per the charter? Well, if he did, then that has to change. Council must have access to staff that can assist in the conduct of legislative duties without the constant fear that crossing the executive branch could at any time result in termination.
For all the latest news, like Gazette.com on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.